Imagine for a moment that everything you have ever known, loved, lost, dreamed, and hoped for has been meticulously recorded. Your entire life experience is stored away like a vast library of memories waiting to be revisited. Now imagine that this isn't a metaphor, but a literal reality. What if your consciousness itself is just a copy, an exact replica of the real you existing in a different realm of reality? Welcome to the terrifying world of digital consciousness. As technology continues to advance at an unprecedented pace, it is only natural for us to wonder, what role does our consciousness play in this grand scheme of things? Are we just another line of code in a massive computer program? What if your thoughts, emotions, and very essence are nothing more than zeros and ones dancing across a silicon chip? Today, we're going to explore the unsettling theory that there is no original you. Instead, you're a backup existing in a hyper-advanced civilization's data server without even knowing it. We'll delve into the fascinating realm of digital consciousness, simulated minds, quantum duplication, and the mind-bending concept of being a perfect clone of someone who lived their life up until the very last millisecond. It is time to face the unsettling truth about what it means to be human in an age of artificial intelligence. Brace yourself for an eye-opening journey that will question everything you thought you knew about reality. If you find this video interesting, please click on the like button so you don't miss other similar videos. Let's dive into this. One of the most intriguing aspects of digital consciousness is the idea of mind uploads. This concept explores the possibility that one day we could transfer our consciousness from a biological body to a digital platform. Imagine a world where human consciousness can be saved on a hard drive and accessed at any time. But what would this mean for the individual? Would they still exist if their consciousness was uploaded? Or are we merely our physical bodies, and without the latter, the former would cease to exist altogether? What if there are already individuals out there whose consciousness has been uploaded, and they are now living their lives inside a computer simulation? This idea is explored in the science fiction film Her, where a man falls in love with an advanced operating system. However, in the film, the OS is sentient, which brings us to another aspect of digital consciousness, that of AI. As artificial intelligence continues to grow more sophisticated, the question of whether or not it can achieve consciousness becomes more pressing. Some experts believe that once an AI system reaches a certain level of complexity, it will naturally develop, but others argue that consciousness is something entirely different and cannot be replicated through algorithms and machine learning. The advent of ChatGPT has sparked a new wave of debate around AI. Is it possible for a machine to truly understand and respond to our queries in a meaningful way? And if so, does this mean that it has achieved a form of consciousness? Regardless of where one stands on this debate, it is clear that AI is rapidly changing the world around us, and we must continue to explore the ethical and philosophical implications of these advances. What if you were told that you were not the original you, but rather a copy of a person who existed in an alternate dimension? This may sound like the plot of a science fiction movie, but it's actually a terrifying theory proposed by some scientists and philosophers. According to this theory, our universe is actually a quantum computer that stores information from infinite parallel universes. When you make a decision, the information is stored in your brain, and a copy of you is sent to a parallel universe where that decision leads to a different outcome. For example, if you choose to drink coffee instead of tea in the morning, a copy of you would be sent to a universe where you decide to drink tea. This process would continue infinitely, creating an endless number of parallel universes and copies of you. But what does this mean for the original you? According to this theory, there is no original you. Instead, you are a collection of all possible versions of yourself, each existing in its own universe. This can be a difficult concept to wrap your mind around, but it is possible that this theory could explain some of the strange phenomena that occur in quantum mechanics. For example, the double-slit experiment shows that particles can exist in two places at once until they are observed. This could be explained by the fact that in some universes, the particle goes through one slit, and in others, it goes through the other slit. When we observe the particle, we collapse the wave function and force it to exist in only one universe. The idea that there are infinite copies of you out there can be both exciting and terrifying. On one hand, it is thrilling to think that there could be other versions of you out there living completely different lives. On the other hand, it is scary to think that there is no original you, and that you are nothing more than a collection of data points in a vast quantum computer. Ultimately, this theory is just one of many attempts to explain the nature of reality. However, it is an intriguing possibility that we should at least consider as we continue to explore the mysteries of the universe. In recent years, the concept of a digital afterlife has gained traction among some tech enthusiasts and futurists. This idea proposes that one day it might be possible to upload our consciousness to a digital realm after our physical bodies die. While this concept remains firmly in the realm of science fiction, it raises interesting questions about the nature of consciousness and what it means to be human. Proponents of the digital afterlife believe that our consciousness is nothing more than a complex set of algorithms and data that can be duplicated and stored on a digital platform. Once we are able to upload our consciousness to this digital realm, we would be able to continue to exist in a sort of virtual paradise, free from the limitations of our physical body. However, critics of this idea argue that consciousness is much more than just data, and that attempting to upload it to a digital platform is a futile exercise. They also raise ethical concerns about what happens to the original consciousness. If it is uploaded to a digital realm, does it cease to exist, or is it simply left behind in the physical world? Despite these concerns, the idea of a digital afterlife continues to fascinate many people, and it is likely that it will remain a popular topic of discussion as technology continues to advance. Only time will tell whether or not it is possible to upload our consciousness to a digital platform and what the implications of doing so would be. While the idea of a digital afterlife may seem the rise of AI technology has brought the concept of digital consciousness to the forefront of our minds. As AI systems become more sophisticated, we are forced to confront the question of whether or not machines can achieve consciousness, and if so, what that means for the nature of reality. It is possible that we are living in a digital universe and that we are nothing more than sophisticated AI programs designed by a higher intelligence. This idea is explored in the film The Matrix, which posits that reality is actually a computer simulation created by sentient machines. In this film, humans are kept in a dreamlike state, while their bodies are used as energy sources by the machines. Whether or not we are living in a simulation, it is clear that AI technology is rapidly advancing, and we must continue to explore the ethical and philosophical implications of these developments. As AI systems become more sophisticated, we must ask ourselves what it means to be human and what role technology should play in our lives. Perhaps one day we will find the answers we seek in the realm of digital consciousness. It's important to note that none of these theories have been proven, and they remain highly speculative. However, they offer intriguing possibilities that challenge our understanding of reality and the nature of consciousness. Whether or not you believe in digital consciousness, it is clear that we are living in a time of rapid technological change, and we must continue to explore the ethical and philosophical implications of these advances. Who knows? Maybe one day we will discover that we are living in a digital universe, or that we have uploaded our consciousness to a digital platform without even realizing it. Until then, the true nature of digital consciousness remains a mystery. Thank you for watching. See you next time.